Within MetLife, technology itself it's key to the success of the businesses, and those businesses are my partners.
So for many, many years, the insurance industry did not leverage technology first and foremost in their business strategies, but that's all changed. A few years back, new IT leadership came into MetLife, Marty Lippert and also Gary Hoberman, and have really transformed the organization, bringing agility into the IT strategy, bringing entrepreneurship into the culture. And today MetLife has been transformed, and they've really changed the game when it comes to their software delivery capability, how they communicate with the business.
So, when you look at insurance, technology and insurance is probably something which was about a decade behind of where the other industries are. And we are not just catching up, we're leapfrogging ahead. In this day and age, we have to be able to go to the business and say, hey, remember you had this great idea that you needed to generate growth? Is this what you wanted? And then get feedback immediately and say yes or no, is that? So in technology, we have to bring the ideas forward that actually enable that to happen. We need to be able to very quickly turn around and say, is this an idea that maybe takes off? And you can't do that with a paper and pen. You got to do that with tools that enable you to actually visually show the customer, hey, what would you think of this? Would you buy this? Is your eyes looking at the right place when you're even seeing that form? So iRise allows you to visually see, and I would call play with. So you're in a playground. You're able to actually test something, see it, move it, try something different. Instead of mountains and mountains of requirements documents that really just say, we heard you, but it doesn't mean that when we heard you, we understood you and we understand where you need to get to.
iRise is a good tool for MetLife because it allows us to build those customer-centric solutions quickly. It allows us to collaborate across teams. It allows us to get immediate feedback to provide iterative quality delivery.
Well, I think MetLife recognized relatively early on that it wasn't just good enough to build software correctly. You also had to build the right software that really solved the business problem, that really made an end user's life better, something that they'd want to pick up and use. And so I think that's part of the reason why they saw visualization as a great opportunity to work with us and get closer to their users and work in an iterative kind of a fashion with them.
If you look at metrics in IT and technology, the traditional metrics are on time and on budget. They're missing the one important factor is, did you actually deliver what the client wanted? And more importantly, forget about what they wanted, it's what they needed. And to get to the point of what they needed, you have to understand their business, their need. And if you spent all that time and money and hit everything on time and on budget, but they couldn't use it, what's the point of doing all that work? You need to understand the business, and you want to be clear before you start writing one line of code. Is that going to add the value to your business? So the first prototype we did with iRise, we picked a business here within the Americas, very strong business, and they basically said, let's try it for this project, see what benefit we get. And after the initial design and requirements, I went back to the business, and they didn't say on time and on budget. I said, what'd you think? What was the process like? What was the benefit? And the business basically said, number one, I rethought all of my requirements. What I was going to tell you to do was actually not what we should be doing after I saw the product. We were going to go down the wrong route. So this product stopped us from going down a direction, which would have been a costly direction to change later on. In addition, the feeling was this saved about 20 to 25% off that design requirements. That's a huge expense reduction, where not only are we getting it right, getting what they want, but we're doing it faster and cheaper than we could before. So iRise has had a big impact on MetLife, and it's key to our strategies. Within MetLife as a whole, customer centricity is a strategy at the executive level. Our strategies are around differentiating the customer experience, providing them something unique, something different, something which is valuable to them, as well as creating new operating leverage, efficiencies. And both of those play very nicely into using iRise, so designing interfaces and delivering projects faster, quicker, cheaper. iRise, when we look at what the impact and what it's done for MetLife, we believe we've reduced 20 to 25% of the actual design time that would traditionally be seen on the projects using iRise, which is huge. In addition, the business feedback, which is the most critical thing, is are they seeing a difference? Getting the feedback from the business on the positive experience that iRise has helped bring is tremendous, and that's a big value for us as well. So future plans for iRise within MetLife, we're going to be adopting this as part of our strategy across all the programs we're running. We've proven through the 25 projects the first year, the 80 projects the second year, this is something which is critical to get right, valuable for us. So throughout 2015, as we look to do this, we'll do broad training, broad rollout, and adoption. and I'm hoping to see from the business the successes that we bring to the table.